Observe the client's posture and gait, the client's overall hygiene and grooming. With the skin, he will inspect the skin color, assess edema, inspect, palpate, and describe skin lesion. Observe and palpate skin moisture, palpate skin temperature, note the skin tagger. Inspect the evenness of growth over the scalp, thickness and texture. Oiliness, you note the presence of infections and inflammations. Inspect amount of body oil.
For the nail, inspect nail blade shape, texture, and nail bed color. And perform blanch test to test the capillary feel.
For the skull and face, you should inspect the skull for size, shape, and symmetry. You should palpate the skull for nodules or masses and depressions. You should inspect facial features. You should inspect the eyes for hollowness and edema. Note the symmetrical of facial movements. Structures and visual acuity. The first thing to do is you should inspect the eyebrows, eyelashes, and eyelids. Next is you should inspect the bulbar and palpebral conjunctiva. Next is you should inspect and palpate the lacrimal gland, the lacrimal sac, and the nasolacrimal duct. You perform the corneal sensitivity test for the corneal reflex action, and then inspect the pupils for color, shape, and symmetry of size. Next is you should assess for pupil direct and consensual reaction to light and accommodation. You assess for peripheral visual fields. And next you should assess the 6 ocular movements and assess the visual acuity of the eye of the patient.
and hearing, inspect and palpate the auricles. Second, inspect the external ear canal for cerumen, skin lesions, pus, and blood in the tympanic membrane, the collar, and the gloss. Third, palpate the maxillary and frontal sinuses for tenderness. So for nose, first inspect and palpate the external nose. Second, determine the patency of both nasal cavities. Third, palpate the maxillary and frontal sinuses for tenderness. So for mouth and oropharynx, first inspect and palpate the lips. Second, inspect the teeth and gums. Second, inspect and palpate the tongue, mouth, lower, and the frenulum. Fourth, inspect the tongue movement. Third, inspect the heart and soft palate. Sixth, inspect the uvula for position and mobility. Seventh, inspect the tonsils for color, discharge, and size. And for the eighth procedure, we will going to elicit the gag reflex.
For the neck, assess head movement and muscle strength. Palpate the neck for enlarged lymph nodes, and then inspect and palpate the thyroid gland. For the thorax and lungs, inspect the shape and symmetry of the thorax, inspect the spinal alignment for deformities, and then palpate the thorax for bulges and tenderness. Palpate the chest for respiratory excursion, palpate the chest for vocal or tactile fremitus, and then auscultate the chest. For the heart, inspect and palpate the precordium, and then auscultate the heart in all four anatomic sites: aortic, pulmonic, tricuspid, and mitral. Palpate the
Inspect the abdomen for skin integrity, contour, and symmetry. Second, auscultate the abdomen for bowel sounds. Last, palpate the abdomen, liver, and bladder.
Inspect and palpate the muscle, bones, and joints for swelling and tenderness, and assess joint range of motion. For motor function, perform the walking gait, Roberts test, standing on one foot with eyes closed, heel to toe walking, and toe or heel walking. Finger to nose test, alternating supination pronation of hands on knees, finger to nose to the nurse's fingers, fingers to fingers, fingers to tongue, heel down opposite chin.
For sensory function, perform the test for light touch sensation, pain sensation, temperature sensation, position or kinesthetic sensation, and tactile discrimination stereognosis.